Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alina, I'm an author and I post videos on YouTube about books and writing. And more recently, I'm also a readathon organizer. Today I'm going to share with you my TBR list for the AuthorTube Readathon, which I'm hosting at the end of March. If you haven't seen my video detailing everything that has to do with the readathon, I will leave a link in the info card area so you can access it from there. It will also be linked at the end of the video and in the description down below. Just briefly, the AuthorTube Readathon is a week-long readathon taking place from March 24th to March 30th, and it has 7 reading challenges, 6 Instagram challenges, and most of these challenges share their name with fellow AuthorTubers. So today I'm going to share my reading list for this readathon and explain which book goes with which challenge. So let's get started. The Clare Kauter challenge is to read a mystery, and for that I will be reading one of Clare's books. I will read a book in the Charlie Davis mystery. I have 3 of them and I will read whichever one I'm at that point. So it will be either Higher Learning or Santa's Little Helper or Undetected. These are books 4 to 6. I've read 1 to 3 and I've bought this in a collection. I'm not sure if I'm going to read one of them or 2 of them before the readathon, so whichever happens, that's what I'm reading. For the Sarah Scharnweber challenge, I was supposed to pick a horror book, and I picked Sarah's suggestion 376, which is a short story collection. They're all horrors, so it works perfectly. I chose this and not Inside Evil because it's shorter, and there are a lot of books that I need to get through, and yeah, I will read Inside Evil before or after the readathon, so that's okay. For the Trynda Adair challenge, which was to read a paranormal or urban fantasy book, I went with her Revival Prologue book, which is available on Amazon. It's the first episode in the Revival series and fits this perfectly. For the Amy Tasukada challenge, I was supposed to read the book with bad guys in it, and I went with Amy's 1000 Cranes, which is the 3rd in her Yakuza Path series. I've already read books 1 and 2. I've had this on my Kindle for a while. Pretty much I bought it when she released it, but I never got around to it because other books that I needed to review were pressing. For the Nicki J. Markus challenge, I want to reread Nicki's The Ragnarok Chronicles. This is a myth-based book, as the challenge requires. It's based on Norse mythology because Loki is a main character, and it's almost 700 pages long according to Amazon. Oh yeah, you see why I went with Revival and suggestion 376, which are shorter. That's why. And finally, for the Alina Popescu challenge, which was to read a science fiction, I tried to find a book by another AuthorTuber because I just want that to be in the mood of the entire readathon, and I went with Riser by Becca C. Smith. I will link everyone's YouTube channel in the description down below, the authors who helped me with this readathon and Becca, whose book I selected. Before we go any further, I just want to tell you that it was a personal choice for me to read one of these authors' books. They've been great friends to me, they've helped me a lot, and when I suggested this readathon, they jumped right in, no questions asked, so I just wanted to help support them. But most of these books I had already bought, so I own them. which means I only bought one book for this readathon, and that was Revival Prologue, simply because I was convinced I already had it and then turns out I didn't. Something went wrong there. So if you want to take part in this readathon and want to use it as a way to put a dent in your TBR, don't be afraid to shop your own Kindle. You do not, absolutely do not have to buy my books or their books. It's not a requirement to be part of the readathon, but they're interesting books for all of these writers that I listed. So if you have no other idea, I definitely suggest you check them out. With these 6 books, I'm definitely covering all challenges, because the 7th challenge was to read a book by an AuthorTuber, and as all of them are written by AuthorTubers, it's great. If there's any more reading time for me in between these, for a 7th book, just to challenge myself, I will be listening to Words of Radiance. There's no chance I can finish this even if I start early, because there are 48 hours of recorded time, so not happening. I hope I manage to read all these books. I'm going to give it my best. And if you want to do the same thing, remember, if you complete all challenges, all 7 of them, you can request any of my backlist titles that you want and I will gift you a copy. That's my way of saying thank you to you for joining the readathon. Again, check the info cards to get all the details on the actual readathon. You have the dates, the challenges, the details about how to enter, what you're supposed to do, and how to let me know you're in this. And of course there are the Instagram challenges, which are just for fun, but I'm definitely going to do them. I hope you've enjoyed my TBR for the AuthorTuber Readathon. I hope you join it, and I hope we all have tons and tons of fun. Again, this is my first one. If I'm doing anything wrong, please don't be afraid to let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Give me suggestions, give me tips, give me advice. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I really have nothing against that. I'm learning definitely, and I want to make this as fun as it can possibly be. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. Maybe even comment down below and share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And that's it. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Please remember that later today, it's Friday, so I'm on the D&D stream with Sarah Scharnweber's husband, Travis Legg, with Bob and Mike, who's also my boyfriend, and myself. We're playing D&D 5th edition in Eberron, and the name of our little scenario is Calculated Risks. I'm playing a human fighter who's a nobleman, pretty heroic when he wants to, and he's completely in love with makeup and jewelry. Also, he's bisexual. So if you want to see how that develops, please join us every Friday at 10 AM Central. Later tonight I will be on Sarah's stream that takes place at 7 PM Central, and we're always talking about writerly things. And then this Saturday I'm hosting my author live chat, as always, at, I want to say 9 AM Central. I think I didn't mess it up. And then on Sunday you'll get another live stream from me. Nicki, J. Markus and I are starting our genre talk series this Sunday, so I hope you join us. By now you should have the link to the live stream on my profile, so go check it out. I hope to see you all for all of these. I enjoy talking to you in the live comments, and yeah, that's it. I will see you again in a video on Sunday when I publish my weekly writing vlog. Bye for now and enjoy your Friday!